Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Johnny Jett, back with another episode of Fire Promoter Complete. Last month we had a pretty big show. I think the biggest show we've ever ran, actually. Yeah, I think this was in front of 15,000 people. Actually, it was like 16. We felt like 1,000 more people in there than the fire marshal would let us, but shh, don't tell anybody. So big implications from that one, big takeaways on that one. Thomas Walker beat Bea Priestley. That feud is over forever, 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 and will never happen again. You'll never see that match again because just there's no point in it. Thomas Walker's up 2-0. There's no point in that match happening again. These two matches were just filler. That's nothing and means nothing. Then it gets actually important again with this Jack Howard-Marty Scurll match. Marty Scurll making his actual on-roster debut. Technically speaking, in kayfabe, in storyline, he is working for Pro Wrestling Ace in Japan, the same faction that Matt Robinson defected to all those months ago, earlier in the year. He went out face-to-face. He went one-on-one with Jack Howard. Howard, having come off of a loss to Matt Robinson, losing the Ace Heavyweight Championship to Robinson. Howard then defeated Scurll, which potentially means that Robinson might have a match with Howard in the future for the Ace title. We're not sure exactly how that's going to shake out just yet, but that comes up a little bit later because Matt Robinson defeated Mickey Williams by countout in a title match for the GPW Heavyweight Championship, meaning that Robinson has the win, but Williams keeps the title. So big implications there in that three-way feud going on at the top of the card. Also, David Houston defeated Charlie Arai to win the Dramatic Fight Wrestling Junior Heavyweight Championship. I'm pretty sure we have all the DFW singles titles at this point. However, in that match, Arai did hit Houston with a clothesline that seems to have done something to Houston's neck. So Houston's going to be out injured for a little bit now. And I'll show you that right here. Yeah, you see he has the 3 belts, but he does have the injured neck. He's going to be out for 2 months, so we won't see him the rest of the year. But that's not that long. It's literally just this month. But regardless, with him out, we do have an even number of people on the card. And I'm not sure exactly which matches we're going to go with this time. Because Matt Robinson does have a win over Mickey Williams by countout. Williams still has the title, and Howard has a reasonable claim to a shot against Robinson. So I'm not sure what match combination to do there, and the one that makes the least sense would be Howard versus Williams. Everybody is feuding with Matt Robinson, basically. He somehow has become the central point of our company ever since that one thing he did. That one pedigree heard round the world. Let's see. Do we have any scouts needing to do stuff? Oh, yeah, because you found Bad Luck Fale. Yeah, so we need to have you back out scouting. So, fly, my pretty. And let's see. We don't have any new wrestlers to put into a stable. I don't know if there's anybody I really want to sign necessarily, other than maybe Daniel Gonzalez. But it's unclear right now. I'm not sure what form. I was going to do junior heavyweight title tournament for the year-end thing here in December, but then David Houston goes out injured, so I'm not sure if I want to do that. Now, I might bring in Hogan for a match. I don't know. Hogan's a big name. He's got drawing power, but I'm not entirely sold on it. I might bring in Brilaped Tagashi. He could be a good good little get for us, especially as if we ever try to expand into Japan. He's got some overness over there. So in fact, you know what? I think I'm going to offer a contract to Togashi. Just real quick, I'm going to offer Togashi a contract. And if he signs with us, cool. And if not, also cool. All right. So he's 100% going to go into the main army. Brilopad into the main army. Cool. So that's good for us. That'll give us a little more staying power in Japan when we decide to expand over there. That probably won't be this year, but in the future we will definitely be going for that. Right now, big year-end thing. I'm still courting Daniel Gomez, so I'm going to bring him in. I don't really care about Bad Luck Fale. I don't think anyone cares about Bad Luck Fale. But let's see. If there's anybody who has a title that I could probably steal. I've tried to get this guy a bunch. If you have a championship, I'm going to try to steal it from you this time. You know what? What is his stats? He's very good, but I don't care. I was willing to pay him top dollar too. 51,000 to show up and drop that belt. Tell you, if somebody offered me $51,000 to show up and lose a match, I would do it. All right. Kamishima will not. He won't do the thing. I wanted him to come and work and do a thing for us, but he won't. He just refuses. If I could get Dixon and Nagase, I would. Yeah. If I could get him, I would. Anybody here that needs to drop a title belt? Daniel Muchos? No. Okay, I guess not. Well, then, how about... Do I have enough people for... I know Houston's out. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, I've got enough for 6 matches. So, what I'm going to do, we are going to run it back. One more time, GPW Heavyweight Championship match between Mickey Williams and the Divine Matt Robinson. I'm going to mess with the ropes, the rules here a little bit. DQ count off. Outside on. Rope breaks are off for this contest. Outside count. No, that's off. This is effectively a hardcore match. Effectively, this is going to be a hardcore match. Okay, and this had all of the stuff off. So, ropes on. Lumberjack off. Cut plate back on. Tornado off. DQ count on. Okay, that's why it was doing that. I don't know why that got set like that, but okay. Cut plate on. I wonder if it does that because of... when you switch to another... No, because that doesn't make sense either. Like, I was thinking maybe if it happens because you switch to like an interpromotional thing, maybe it does it like that. But no, because it wouldn't have gone that far down the card and done that, would it? That doesn't make much sense. Off, rope on. This is about right. And I mean, it doesn't actually matter this far up the card. Like, none of this is going to ever be on, never going to be broadcast. Lumberjack off. Like, this far up the card will never get on television. Okay. Robinson versus Williams as our main event. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to book Daniel Gonzalez versus Jack Howard up here. I'm wanting to do a good match with Gonzalez because I really want to get Gonzalez onto the roster. So I'm putting him up against my top guy. And hopefully Jack will get the win. And he should, because he's got better attack and defense, but you never know. So let's see. Semi-main. Semi-main, let's go with let's do a fresh match. Marty Scurll against Paul Collins. Let's do that. Fresh match there. Here we'll put Mikami against Mikami versus let's say Bea Priestley. So I don't think we've had her fight anyone but Thomas Walker. Speaking of whom, we're gonna have Thomas Walker go up against Brian. Why not? And then opening match we'll have Togashi versus Bullock. And that's almost going to make us our money back there. Yeah, this is almost going to work out perfectly, I think. We'll almost sell out for $15,000. Well, you know, how much is that going to make for us? That's going to make us 28. That'll make us about 60,000. And we'll pump a bunch of money into the merch, and that's where we'll make a lot of our money. Okay, that makes sense. Yep. So we'll go ahead and no, Master Ref stays for now. Eventually we'll change out Master Ref, but not yet. For now, this is our card. This is what we're doing. And then we're gonna make some merch now. $10,000 of 10,000, not dollars, but 10,000 units of branded snacks. We're gonna go you know what? Scrap it all. No. Yes. Old and busted. Don't need them anymore. All new releases. Make or break. We're $300,000 over our budget. It doesn't matter. None of this, none of it. It's fine. It's fine. I don't want to waste any more money, though. And we're locking ourselves into it. This is the timeline. This is the only one that exists. Here we go. I'm scared a little bit. I've put a lot more money into this than I should have. Oh, good. He didn't no-show us. Oh, I'm always so worried about that. It almost sank us in the second month of the first year. So, all right. So Togashi versus Bullock. It doesn't really matter who wins this because whoever wins, we win. Bullock getting a good match there out of Togashi, and we actually sold out. We actually did sell out, so that's pretty nice. It was projected that we wouldn't, so this is good. Thomas Walker versus Jeff Bryan. It doesn't really matter who wins here. Sure. Bea Priestley versus Hiro Mikami. I think Mikami's probably going to win. Oh, Bea Priestley with a big win over Hiro Mikami. All right. And we got now Paul Collins versus Marty Scurll. And let's go ahead and we'll skip that one. Marty Scurll not putting on great matches or winning them, so might send him on like a training expedition or something. All right, so Howard versus Gonzalez. Woof. Okay, Howard versus Gonzalez. I'm scared of Jack losing this, but there's really no stakes. I mean, like, other than, like, well, there's stakes because, like, if Howard loses, then what does that mean for his ability to, like, compete against Robinson or Williams or whoever? He's the ace of our company, even though he's not in the title picture right now. At the same time, we want Gonzalez. So I think we're really wanting Howard to win this one, because Gonzalez we need to devalue his star so he'll come sign for us. And he, of course, wins. Oh, we've got to throw money at Daniel Gonzalez next year. Oh, no. All right. Big fight feel here. There's no rope breaks. There's no disqualification. There's no count out. This should be ridiculous. Matt Robinson, the Pro Wrestling Ace Heavyweight Champion, versus Mickey Williams, the Grenade Pro Wrestling and DFW Heavyweight Champion. Champion versus champion. This is perhaps the biggest match we have ever put on. Bigger than Howard versus Hogan. Bigger than Howard versus the other guy from Ace. I forgot his name. He's not in front of me. This is the biggest match we've put on, and it's between two homegrown guys. One just represents another company because he's a monster. But speaking of monsters, our own champion is a monster. I don't think there's a right answer here between Mickey Williams and Matt Robinson. They're both bad guys. They're both villains, if you ask my opinion. It's still not on, Mickey. The mic still isn't. I think he just does it for his own pleasure. All right, big fight feel. Going for that pedigree early, but no. Williams has it scouted at this point. Big scoop and a slam there from Mickey Williams. Mickey Williams lost last month against Matt Robinson. Does not have a victory over Matt Robinson in this year. Previously, I do believe he had a win over Matt Robinson. He beat him, I think, in our first year. But, and if that is correct, then that means that they are 1-1-1. There's one win, one loss, and one draw between them. So, this is a huge match. I cannot overstate the gravity of this. And I also can't overstate the disrespect that Mickey Williams has for every other living human being. You know, Mickey Williams is going to have to pull out all the stops against Matt Robinson. Robinson, I think, is probably one of the best pure athlete on our roster. Yes, Jack Howard is one of the best wrestlers we have. Mickey Williams, undisputably one of the most dangerous men on the roster, but I think Matt Robinson, one of the most dangerous men currently competing in Grenade Pro Wrestling, even though he is contracted to Pro Wrestling Ace. They tie up. Big low blow there from Williams. Running stomp into the small of the back there. Hooks him. This could be it. Pedigree. This move has knocked out Mickey Williams in the past. A cover now. One. No. You think Robinson is going to go for that pedigree repeatedly because he knows that Williams is weak to it? He keeps going back to that well in every contest they've had ever since it knocked out Williams that one time. Williams, for his part, doesn't seem to really care what he finishes matches with. He just goes for the most devastating maneuver he can and the most disrespectful maneuver he can. He just grinds the face of his opponent into the mat. He stabs them with a fork. He rakes that sickle across their face. He's just a monster who wants to hurt people. And you see it right here as he tries to make Matt Robinson bleed. Matt Robinson, though, to his credit, somehow is avoiding bleeding when cut with a sickle. I've never seen anything like that. And now stabbing Matt Robinson in the head. And there it is, the blood of Matt Robinson flowing freely thanks to the machinations of Mickey Williams. And now he has those spikes, that claw that he uses. Like he's some kind of crazy kung fu villain is Mickey Williams. And now a big scoop slam there by Matt Robinson. Mickey Williams pursuing his man into the middle of the ring in a big stalling bear rain buster there from Mickey Williams to Matt Robinson. And you have to wonder which of these two men is really taking the worst of this. Robinson has hit Williams with a pedigree and numerous other devastating strikes. Williams, on the other hand, has stabbed and cut and punched and low-blowed Matt Robinson every which way. And now there's these elbows just raining down along with the blood of Matt Robinson onto the face of the cannibal Mickey Williams. Cannibal Mickey Williams taking a bite right out of Matt Robinson's face there. Oh, and the disrespect showed to Matt Robinson here by Williams. Big scoop and a slam there. And now Robinson, a nice chokehold applied here to Williams by Robinson. Robinson on the return here. Nice hooks him with that leg there and that kick. And now a running knee to the face for Mickey Williams. And Williams now in danger of this Dominator on the logo. What a professional, but not done. Into the ropes goes Robinson, and a spinning wheel kick puts Williams down to the mat. Up they both come, and now a tie-up. Her German, no, Northern Light suplex, and now an arm bar applied here by Matt Robinson, trying to pop the arm of Mickey Williams out of its socket there. And Williams, disrespectful, the King Cobra hold applied now. This move has ended so many matches for Williams. And often afterwards, he doesn't try to even stop applying the hold. But there you saw Matt Robinson escaping it, and then that elbow drop. And now just taking a bite, a hunk out of the forehead of Matt Robinson is Mickey Williams. And you see there the blood and the viscera on the mouth of Mickey Williams as Matt Robinson fights for his life against this monster. And you know, I gotta think that no matter what a turncoat, what a heel Matt Robinson is, he does not deserve to be treated like this. Oh my God. And now Matt Robinson is in danger. He has passed out. The referee's called it, but Mickey Williams not relenting on the hold. What a monster Mickey Williams is. You know, I don't like Matt Robinson any more than the next guy, but Mickey Williams takes it too far. All right. So that was a big success at the end of the year here. I feel like that was a very good good show for us. We lost a bunch of money. I did get a little frivolous there, but you know, we're up like $300,000 for the year overall. So, all right, we're going into year 2 now. All right, and here we go, guys. Annual results: we were up $302,000. That's good. Let's see, where are we at? GPW. Oh, we're up from number 17 to number 13. That's good. That's solid. I feel all right about that. Let's see. Oh, Red Ocean has fallen bad. Ace also has fallen quite a bit. But us and Oni were both on the rise. Let's see up further up top. SWA remains at the top of the mountain. New Century has dropped down a little bit. Yeah, no. So, all right, cool. Let's look over here. Yeah. This will tell us this in graphs in a moment, but let's look at it now. All right, overall, we are number 13. Our popularity is 13th. We have the 9th, I think, most wrestlers in the world, or best. I don't know. It's unclear. We have the best gym. That's for sure. We put a lot of money into our gym, so that's good. We have the least money, but we've put the most money into our gym. And we have the 12th most title belts. So that's exciting. That's good. Let's see what it looks like in graph form, because that's all it's going to be. Yeah, as you see, we've done pretty good in some cases. Yeah, our gym shot from the very bottom to the very top. So and like there's been a little fluctuation for other people, but yeah, we shot way up there with our gym. We've also got a lot more and better wrestlers than we had. So I feel good about this. I think this is overall. This is all good stuff. All right, and we're gonna do some sponsorship stuff here before we end the video. Happy New Year, indeed. 13th. Adrian joined Super Lucha. Ah, yes, the sponsorship contract. Very important. Okay, this is going to be our primary sponsor. It's either going to be Burning Hammer or Monster Gains. Monster Gains would last for just a year, and it would make people a little less likely to get injured, whereas Burning Hammer would last for 2 years, but there's no additional benefit to it. I think we're going to go with Monster Gains because of the added benefit. Even though it's only a year, I kind of like being stuck in just a 1-year contract with them. So we're going to go with that. Now we got a few more options here. This is what I was holding out for last year. This is what I was holding out for. These really good contracts. Like Lit Cola here is offering us $80,000 a month. Yeah, you better believe we're going to go with that one. Yeah, and see here we have a good choice here between taking $1,000 a month or $300 a month, and these are like direct competitors. We got to go with this one because it's going to cut it by 10%, and it's going to give us like $700 more. So we have to go for that one, and it's only for a year, so that's actually good for us. And these other contracts that we were in, they're going to end after a little bit of time here. But we've got the Lit Cola one is the big one for us. This is the top one for us because it's so much more expensive than all the others, and it's a longer term deal than all the others too. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna grab the SRGM home contract. We're gonna get that sponsorship deal going. And we're under contract with these two until next year. At which point we'll probably renegotiate for a lot of contract stuff. But this is what I was really holding out for, these good contracts, like Lit Cola in this case. And we're now making $90,000 a month off of our sponsorship deals. The majority of that coming from one single sponsor. So, you know, that's what I was holding out for. All right. And, yeah, so that brings us into year 3. And I think that's gonna be where we wrap it up for this episode. So, guys, if you're having a good time with it, I know I am. If you guys are having a good time with it, come on, man, like, comment, and subscribe. Do all the YouTube stuff. Where do you think we go from here? What do you think that year 3 is going to hold for us? I don't know yet. Because like we've still got Howard versus Robinson. Like, we could book towards. I'm not sure who's going to challenge Mickey Williams just yet. I'm pretty sure he just like convincingly defeated our second top heel. So I think it's going to be between Robinson and Howard. Who emerges there is probably going to go on and do the thing with Williams. We could always book Williams versus Robinson for the Ace title, but I feel like it's better to do Howard versus Robinson. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down there in the comments, and you know, I'll check it out, and we'll see what's going on next time here on this very program. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.